Hey, what's up, everybody? Dave here from the band AngerBox with my sidekick.
This is Jimmy from AngerBox.
And today, guys, we have Luke Hoover with us. Give it up for Luke, man.
How you guys doing today?
Thanks, Luke, for stopping by to the social. And we got to get that whiskey going right away, Jimmy. It's been one of them days. So, Luke, how you doing, brother?
Living the dream, man. Living the dream.
Good, good. Let me get some music queued up here. And, dude, first off, tell me a little bit what even got you into music, because you're into martial arts too. Yeah, what got you into music?
Ladies.
Yeah.
To be completely honest, I never wanted to be famous, but I wanted to have a good time.
Right. That's a good way to have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. And you can make a few dollars if you're lucky, and you can do all right.
Absolutely.
On the track here, we got Travis Manic Hell of a Trip, by the way.
He's all right, I guess.
Yeah, he's all right for a white boy. All right.
So let's take the shot. I'm going to get prepared on what I'm going to ask Luke, because I've got some stuff prepared.
Here's ladies with little pink shoes.
Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching the social.
Cheers. And once again, thanks to Patrick, our manager, who's off camera, for use of his place. Thanks, dude.
Man.
Woo!
Okay. So, Luke,
what's up?
I know you play a few different instruments. Where did it start? What instrument did you start with?
Piano.
Piano. How old were you?
7.
7. Was that... Did you just want to play piano, or was someone guiding you in that direction?
My mother. She used to make me play bridge over troubled waters. So it was horrible.
So, my story's a little bit different. All my friends already played an instrument.
Right.
And all that was left was bass. And at first I wasn't excited about it at all, but my neighbor was JT Wells, black guy with rhythm.
Gotcha.
I got to hear him play it all the time growing up, and I don't care. There's a lot of good bassists out there, but when you hear a black guy that knows how to do it,
absolutely,
that's going to make anybody want to play bass.
There should not be another rhythm section without a black dude in it, you know what I mean?
That's probably why I'm a rhythm bass player. I had a black guy lead the way.
That's right. I still watch his videos like recently where he's slapping his bass in his backyard, man, which is cool.
Dude, you know, he'll have a fishing video, a drum video, a DJ video, and a bass video all back to back. He's just fluent in so much stuff. Shout out to you, JT Wells.
JT Wells.
I don't think I know that dude. I probably met him somewhere along the way.
Slick Rick in the Blaze.
Oh, okay. It's Slick Rick, dude. He's fucking phenomenal too. Jesus.
He is. He's pretty awesome. Yeah. I like anybody with a keyboard. I've never played a keyboard. I can make it some noise, but it's not good. So anybody that can soulfully and tastefully play piano, keyboard, I'm always fascinated because I suck so bad at it. So you've been in a lot of different genres. I know more recently you're kind of a country guy.
Oh, not true.
Oh, bullshit. You're kind of a country guy, whether you like it or not.
Just because you wear the boots and sing the songs doesn't mean you're country.
Well, that's the vibe you're giving off right now.
Well, nothing wrong with being country. Believe me, I'm from West Virginia, and I like my country background sometimes, you know what I mean? But then I went from there to the fucking hood when I moved into Maryland, and I was a teenager, so then I grew up in the hood, learned to play basketball.
Gotcha.
And, you know, I met some good people in the hood, so.
Yeah, when I originally started out, I played guitar with High Roller, man. We played rock music and had a horn section.
That's what I was going to get to. Like, when I saw you playing music for the first time, it was with High Roller.
Yeah, man.
Well,
and in that time frame, this area was flooded with ska bands.
Boom, man.
And
Distorted Penguins, all those guys.
OCM, Orange County Mafia, High Roller, High Pressure, Distorted Penguins. It was flooded with so many good ska bands, too.
A million years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I played the impression that I get at a sophomore variety show on saxophones. Mighty Boss Tones, you know.
Horn player too. You can blow, eh?
Didn't they do a remake of Kiss, Detroit Rock City? Is that them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's fucking great too. I didn't think I would mind the horns, but it was all right.
What I was getting at with all those ska bands, and you can point out almost any musician that was in any of those ska bands, they all have an untaught charisma, and bringing you to where you are now, playing the country in the way that you do. There's something that always stands out about you, and the music's secondary to your charisma.
Well, thank you, man.
And regardless of what you're playing, eyes are on you. And so many people fail at that. And I appreciate the music. I love the music. Music has to be there. But charisma is so important.
If you can't play good, you have to look good.
You do it so well, man.
You do both well, man.
My mother-in-law, Mill, goes out to all the shows, and Luke Hoover's somebody that she's always excited to see play.
What's up? I'm just kidding. That's you got to put on a show, man. It's about being an entertainer. I never wanted to be famous. I just wanted to have fun.
Well, it's infectious, man. Whenever you're on the bill, whenever you're playing a show, just you being there sets the vibe for the whole show because that's what you're trying to do is have some fun. So to take a back seat to music, you became a business owner multiple times over.
Seems like it.
So as a business owner, what's your views on the music scene nowadays?
We need younger kids to play.
Where they at?
Video games in their parents' basement. That's the best I can say for you.
There's a few around, but not like it was when we were younger.
No.
Yeah.
20 years ago, it was just insane. Like the youngest guy that we would play with now would be Chris. I can't think of anyone younger. What's he, like 31, 32?
He's in that ballpark.
He's a puppy.
Yeah.
You 34?
Chris, you're a puppy.
34 years second.
Yeah. You think what Chris is? He's probably the busiest drummer around right now, too. He's playing with everybody.
Absolutely.
So, playing now, what's your favorite? Is the stuff that you're playing right now your favorite stuff to play, or what's in your spank bank for music to play on?
Man, I'm a huge Blackberry Smoke fan. Always have been since I saw him 10 years ago. Love it. Love the Southern rock vibe, but I do love the rock and roll. I like harder music, but it's not something I'd listen to on a daily basis. Love watching you guys. You guys put on a hell of a show. Love the music, man.
So, on that topic,
Appreciate that.
the show, how important is it for a band to stand out, not just by the song, but by the show?
Oh, you have to, like I said, if you're going to play good, you also have to look good. You have to be you have to put on a show. It has to be entertainment. No one wants to come see you stand there and just do your thing.
So, is that some Luke Hoover advice for local bands out there right now? Because I want to see all these local bands do awesome.
I would say for any band up and coming, that's a.
I want to see that well, but
like the guys that are playing now, like the people, like if I would go to see, I love to see Jay to play. I love to watch Chelsea and those guys play. Love watching you guys play. I don't get out much because I'm either playing or food trucking or doing the restaurant all the time. But you have to put on a show. You can't just sit back and, he's a great musician.
I learned that
She's
early.
a great musician.
and that's the thing with our area. There's so many great musicians.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't take away from the great musician, but I want to see great shows. Great shows that are thought out by the songs that are on the set, by the moves that the people in the band are going to do, by the crowd's engagement and response to the songs, the production, good sound, good lights. I want to see it all, and that's available. It's here already.
100%.
It just takes a couple. Hey, would you like to run production for us? This is what we're looking. Those guys are out there, and they want to help.
Production's sitting right across from us right there. That's the man right there, Patrick.
Patrick Leedy makes AngerBox look so much cooler than we are all the time.
I'll vouch for that one. I'm just picking it.
Dude, I'll tell you what, back in the day, back in 92 or 91, I was 20. I snuck into the Berryville Outdoor Club, or got through,
Right.
And they were having a multi-band night thing.
Right.
And then when the next band was up, I seen Dean Crane. I didn't know Dean at the time.
Right.
And I didn't know Scott. Seen Scott, Dave Klein, Murray, all.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And I heard him say, "Ladies and gentlemen, idiots rule." And everybody in the fucking bar just went to the fucking stage, dude. And I don't know if you knew Mac, but that motherfucker was crazy on stage.
Oh, yeah.
He was hanging off the chandeliers, bust shot glasses.
I was 21 years old, and I bartended at JT's Pub in Westernport, and those guys would come in there, and they were insane. That's when Pot Coleman was around and Face First. And
Yeah, okay.
Scott Mac
R.I.P.
was-
Pot
yeah,
Coleman.
all
What a
those guys.
great.
Yes.
Yeah, like,
That guy.
yeah, it's just I got to see that. I got to experience that at 21 years old, and I milked that. Like I'll hang from the rafters and actually with an acoustic guitar, but
Right.
You got to pick up little bits and pieces of every person you've
You
ever
did,
watched
yeah,
play.
exactly, man. And along with your own shit,
Yeah, but I mean, I'll give props to John, man. He puts on a hell of a show.
And you guys sound good together,
He's
too.
old as shit, but no. He puts on a hell of a show, and he two best vocalists in the area, in my opinion, right now, John and Chelsea.
Yeah.
Just right off the top of my head,
You know what's funny?
Singing-wise.
And I mean, I guess this isn't funny. This is just an eye-opening experience. Chelsea kind of came out as like a karaoke singer, and that's how I was first introduced to her, and she's great at that.
Right.
Fast forward to Rock the Mountains this year. She was fucking awesome.
The whole band killed it.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Aaron Kerr and you guys. If any of you guys want to come on, let me know. We should film every Tuesday.
Yeah, man.
All right,
No,
let
she,
me see what else
like
we
you
got.
said, she came out and like even my wife was like, Megan was like, man, where the hell did that kindergarten teacher come from?
I wonder if any of her potential this year's students were there and were like, hey, I know you.
Probably got an extra apple for that one.
So do you have any stories in your playing music career that you want to share with us that someone might be like, did that really happen? I know you have to have a couple good stories.
I got really drunk one time at Moran's Lounge with David Lee Murphy after I took him to Walmart to buy a shirt. Got to sit and play acoustic Dust on the Bottle with him till 7 o'clock in the morning while his guitar player hit on my wife.
Did you just watch?
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Cole Prathers is his name.
Did you mean Dust in a Baggie?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's Billy Strings, man.
Yeah, that's Billy String. That's a great song, too.
Yeah, man. Actually, Sarah Carmen had to do a catering for Billy Strings one time, and she said he was quite the pain in the ass.
I imagine.
Yeah.
So what national acts right now, what touring bands are you into? Like I know you mentioned one already, but who fresh into music has caught your attention? Is there anybody?
Whiskey Myers.
Myers.
Love the Whiskey Myers. Love the whiskey. Like I said, I like the Southern rock vibe. I feel like...
I'm seeing a trend with smoke and whiskey with you.
yeah, man. It couldn't happen.
That's country, man. Just admit it, man.
I was
okay,
I was
man.
given a new hat to rep. I'm pretty excited about it.
Jimmy likes the flat bills. I had to get Dave a beanie with it on there.
I appreciate you, man.
No problem, brother. Yeah, it's the newer bands. I'll listen, but in all honesty, time-wise, I don't have time to sit down and play to do anything. I have a 3-year-old son, and we're just busy as shit all the time. Like it's just nonstop. Food truck, restaurant, hot dog shop, play
Shows, yeah. Working out.
Yeah, right.
I want to take a break from music for a second,
All right, go for
and I'm going to talk about something that Dave's recently getting involved in. And you're a good guest for this because you come from that world too. Dave mentioned it, mixed martial arts.
Right.
Dave's looking into getting his son signed up for some boxing right now. What kind of advice can you give Dave or any parents out there listening about their young ones going into a combat sport?
Stick them in it and make them stick with it. It will teach you more than anything you'll ever learn in your entire life. Hillbilly Hammers, which is Casey Camp and those guys up in the Oakland area, they do a wrestling thing. Get them involved in wrestling. 100%. I'm not hating on basketball or anything, but get your kids involved in wrestling. It'll teach them the respect, life lessons that you'll look back on like, shit, man, it really works. You learn to shake a man's hand and do the right thing.
And the discipline that comes
Oh,
with
yeah,
it.
100%. Yeah. Any kind of martial arts you can get involved in. Kickmasters is a great place. Tom has a great place. I am going to start teaching again in the fall when I can. Just definitely get involved in all that stuff.
I might bring him up to see you one day
brother.
and maybe show him some stuff.
Yeah,
But I'm glad he just wants. I was kind of disappointed when he didn't want to play guitar.
Right.
But I'm not going to force him. You
But
know.
if you sit back and you look at the mixed martial arts or martial arts world, everybody, not everybody, 75% of the guys that I've ever been involved with in the martial arts are musicians in some way, shape, or form. I started 20 years ago with Chad Fazenbaker of BC Jiu-Jitsu, who plays in a punk band.
Oh, no doubt.
Jason McDonald, he's making a living playing music right now. I started 20 years ago doing
So
jiu-jitsu with
good.
that guy.
So good.
Yeah, man, those guys, like, there's everyone you see in the martial arts area is part of a musician. Two of the blue belts underneath me, Kyle Stump plays bass in my band.
Mm-hmm.
Trevor Eckerson, he's our percussionist in our band, the trucking company, which we just started about a month and a half ago. So.
Yeah. Wait, what are you? You're pretty badass too in jiu-jitsu, ain't you?
Yeah, I've been doing it for
Jimmy
a while.
said you put him through the mat one day.
I've been doing it for a while, man. I'm old and falling apart now, and just surgery.
Right, no doubt. That sucks, man.
I fought for a while, and I'm still doing it, still teaching and everything. So it's a good time. I enjoy it.
Right.
If I didn't do that, I'd end up hurting somebody in a bar, I guess, and I don't want to do that.
Your boy, what's he into? Is he into the music side? Is he in the mixed martial arts side? Or what's he into? Is he into business?
Yeah. If he gets a couple more pounds on, I'll put his ass to work at the bar. But he likes to wrestle and plays 3, man. He loves fucking Hulk Hogan. I don't know why, but
That's because he got to see Macho Man a couple years back.
That's right. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Now he's into a little bit of everything a 3-year-old should be in. We have a mini horse. His name's Mr. Pickles. He loves him. You know, I don't know what to tell you.
So, in your opinion, what would you like to see happen? I know we want to see some younger musicians, younger bands out there getting together, but as far as live bands getting involved in the area, whether it be with a venue or a bar or another situation they can play at, what would you like to see happen?
I would like to see a resurgence of everyone start to play more. I've never really been big in the Cumberland music scene. I've been around for 20 plus years, but I would like to see more groups get together. Like, I would like to see the Angerbox show with the trucking company show, or Four Against All with Zona Hester, or anyone like that. You need to get multiple bands to play places, because no one wants to go play a 3-hour set anymore. And
doesn't even sound exciting to talk about right now.
Nobody wants to go sit and play for 3 or 4 hours at a time anymore. It sucks. You know, everybody, like I said, everybody's getting older, and we don't want to tote all the shit. And it's just we need to get more bands and different genres together to get large groups of people in one place at one time.
Right.
Don't spread it out. Like, bring it all to one spot. And even
kind of like Rock the Mountain.
Yeah. Even if the venues could work together, be like, hey, Jim Lashball says, I'm going to book a band this Saturday night, and then Luke Hoover's going to book a band 2 Saturday nights from now. Mm-hmm. Don't do it on the same night, because you're just spreading a crowd out, because the crowd itself is getting small and few and far in between, and not everyone can afford to go out and spend a pile of ass money.
Because there's a lot of bands around now.
Oh, yeah.
Before it shrunk after Strangers quit, and we broke up for a short period, remember?
Right, yeah.
And then until Nick came back, and then now it's full again.
Right.
Which is cool.
So many bands. There's already venues paying out. If the opportunity is there to have an event versus just 3 sets of one band, I'm not want to sound like I'm completely hating on that, because
no, it's not.
I've been there for years. But events, there's so many bands you can work with. There's multiple sound guys to work with. There's bar owners that want to work together.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's make it so if you're a band out there and you're thinking about playing at Hoover's in Kaiser, and you want to message Hoover, what do I got to do to get booked? You have any ideas? Blah, blah, blah. Come to Hoover with an idea for an event.
Call Jimmy. He'll do the booking for you.
Let's come up with an event that we can include multiple bands on, give multiple opportunities, maybe get some businesses involved.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Make everybody maybe give a shit a little bit more.
Yeah, there's a shit ton of food trucks out there. I'm not opposed to closing the restaurant down that night, having a food truck post up in the parking lot, and let them make some money. We make some money on the venue, sell some booze, have a good time. You know, I'm all for that.
How about another shot, guys?
Let's do that shot.
Here's the fire, boys.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks, Luke, for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
We give a shout out to our sponsors, Jimmy.
Yeah, I want to talk about one show coming up real quick.
Okay.
Tickets are available online only, but Last Balls West is bringing us another Thirsty Thursdays. It's going to be The Tits. Davison Brother Band is going to be there.
Come on.
I'm so excited for this show. I have personally seen so much, heard so much, but I've never seen them live myself. And to see how tickets have sold, I know they've played for Luke before. They're a great fucking band. And the fact that I haven't seen them in the flesh live yet, I'm so excited for this show. John Zen's opening up. Zona Hester's going to be there. Get your tickets. They're on Facebook event page now.
Yeah, man, you're not missing out. You need, like, back in the Schmidt Saloon days, those guys were killing it back then, and we'd open up for them and play with them in different places. They put on a hell of a show. Very good show.
That's September 29th, by the way. Thirsty Thursdays, Last Balls West, Davison Brother Band.
Yeah. This track is Locals, Teresa Jane, Super Tonic and Juice. Shout out to Angie, Dave, my boy, and Jeff. What's up?
This is the one with that Queen-like solo, like the clean solo.
Yeah.
This is a unique little solo they put in this song. I write songs all the time. 99.9% of them suck. But I can also appreciate when other musicians write things and thought that went into certain parts. And there's a part in this song that if I would have been in the writing process, it probably would have turned out better. I had a different idea. But the more I heard the song, what they did is fucking perfect. It was so good. So when you hear this little clean overdubbed solo over the music, the rhythm, so tasteful and it's so simple.
Well, hey, why don't you tell us where you're at next? Your couple shows coming up and stuff. Do you got any shows coming up you want to announce?
Yeah, half the truck company will be at Mullins, 1847 Moorfield this Saturday, and then obviously we have a show coming up with you guys
October 1st
at Thirsties. Trying to think where else we're at.
Tell us a little bit about the trucking company. What is that? I mean, you were telling us a little bit about it, but tell our listeners, who the fuck's the trucking company?
It's just us, man. It's myself, a bass player, percussionist, and my drummer, Brian Wilson. He's with
Shout out to Bride.
Yeah, with Lucky Seven also, which JJ, John, I call him. We are, Lucky Seven's kind of holding off right now. We're playing some shows here and there, but it's a weird situation, you know. Just everybody's got so much going on. But the trucking company, it's two guys. Like I said, I teach jiu-jitsu too. We started out. We're doing a lot of 90s rock, early 2000s, obviously some southern rock, a little bit of fun music, just not top 40 stuff, but shit you'll dance to and sing to.
Good deal.
Like to carry on, have a good time. You know.
So, we've done, 27 or 8 of these episodes.
Right.
Who hasn't been on yet that you want to see on the social?
I'll point up to you.
Travis.
These are shitty unless you talk right into them.
It started good.
It's all
It just
good.
kind of been collectively going.
Travis
It's
hasn't
been
been
like-
on, has he?
Huh? Travis, no, he hasn't been on yet. We're going to get him on.
Derek Shank.
Travis is the last one before I got sick. It was you, JJ, and Travis, though.
Derek Shank. Jay Crawford.
Yeah, Jay would be cool.
I
To
see
get
Jay on
Jay,
here.
yeah, hell yeah, Jay.
I bet you he'd be pretty animated on here.
Yeah. Trying to think who else.
Do you have any suggestions of things that maybe we could do different with the show that we haven't done yet? Or
No, man, you guys are doing great. I think it's cool as shit that somebody's actually doing something and bringing people on and making it known that people are here. Just because you see a band on a Friday or Saturday night doesn't mean, oh, it's a band. But then you get to know a little bit about the people that you're bringing on here and
Right.
who they are and what they're doing.
Good point. There's so many of us out there. Rock the Mountains is a good example of
Oh,
all
yeah,
the
you
bands
kill
in
it
this
down
area. But every week,
Props to you guys for doing that shit. It's fucking amazing.
it's a full crew,
Appreciate
and everybody that works on that crew, from A-Bait to the sponsors, it takes a whole machine to make that happen.
Right. What about Dean Kramer? Has he been on? Harley? You guys-
Harley's been
We've
on.
had Harley.
Yeah, okay, now I do remember see Harley.
We haven't had Dean yet, but that'll be another good one we can do.
This is Harley's old band, The Pilots, with Bad Decisions. Anyway, guys, we are at that time already.
Sweet.
Already,
Damn,
guys.
man.
So
Wish I could
guys,
hang out all day with you guys.
appreciate you guys watching the social. Give it up for Luke Hoover, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah. And guys, you've been watching the social. We'll see you next time.
Later,
Cheers.
guys.
Thanks for watching.